God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah. No longer blinded, I can see you. I'm on my way to meet you. We gotta talk.
This morning I woke up and I just felt like the Holy Spirit was reminding me that we can't just choose to not do things simply because we have defeated the demon that has gotten us to a place where we cannot do what we wanted to do in the first place. Just because you didn't have the ability at first not to receive an income does not mean that now because you have received an income that you have to neglect what it is that God has answered your prayers for. If you have prayed to take care of your family, you cannot now, because you have the incomes and the means to do it, now you neglect your family because you feel as though that it's not important enough. And I think that the Holy Spirit was speaking to me about taking care of what God has blessed us with. We forget that we have to be in management in every aspect of our lives, whether it's our finances, our homes, our friends, our family, our children. There are so many people that have given up on parenting their kids, where they just like God will provide and God will see, which is wrong. You cannot go ahead and pray to God to give you something and then mismanagement it. It doesn't work that way. And this is why so many people, you see them that they have built, but then they cannot build further. They cannot go further up because they have mismanaged the things that God have blessed them with. God will not give us what it is that we will mismanage. If He sees that you're mismanaging the small amount of money that you have received, then it just simply means that He will not bless you with anything more than that. And even with that, if you cannot manage the small that you have, why are you expecting God to give you anything bigger? I think that also we need to learn to take care of what we already have. We need to learn to appreciate also what we already have, and also our heart posture. I think that some of us have become so selfish when it comes to asking God to bless us more, when we know and we realize that actually we don't need more. Sometimes you just need to be appreciated of what it is that God has given you. People don't want to appreciate the little that they have, and God also looks at your heart posture. He looks at what you think. And a lot of people forget that God has the ability to know what we think. This is why He even said in Genesis, when He was wanted to destroy the first world, He was like, the things that the people are thinking are so evil. They are so disobedient. They are so immoral. They're just doing everything that they want. They lust after things, and God wanted to destroy the earth. And it's so important to understand that God knows what you think. God knows what you desire. God knows every single person, every single thing that they want. So He knows what you want to do with that money. He knows that you're not going to take care of your kids. You probably want to take care of other things that are not related to your family. He knows that you're not going to respect your wife after she has quitted her job. That's why he's continuously keeping her there. He knows that you won't take care of your mother if you move out. He knows what it is that you will do. That's why there are certain things that people just don't get, because God can see what it is that you're going to do. And sometimes He will not bless us because it will either destroy us or destroy the person that is coming up or the child that is growing in that family. He knows that if He gives you too much, you will end up destroying the people that He has planted in your life. And that also goes to say with the other coin, that you find that there are people that are wicked but still they are working. You find that there are bosses that are treating their employees badly, but the business is still running. There's probably someone in that business that God is building up to become greater. God is probably building up that person's child because He believes that that child will make a difference in this world, and hence the business needs to still continue going. So that is also one thing that we need to forget, is that sometimes we are where we are because of the prayers of others. You might not have prayed what you've prayed, what you have received, or you might not have prayed for the blessings that you have, but you might find that your child has prayed for God to help her get through school, and in order for them to graduate to university, her dad needs to work, and God keeps her dad in that workplace. God keeps to calm the employers so that they don't fire the father because the child has prayed. They say, God, let me just get to university. Let me just get past my matric. Let me just get to a place where I can be able to cultivate myself up. And sometimes cultivation means that God must uphold evil people. And that is why God even said to King Nebuchadnezzar that it is because of me that you are still king. Because God knew that Moses has to come out of that situation for his glory. So let us remember who God is. And I think we need to awaken the God within us. There is a prayer in Psalms which speaks of the God within us. And I think it is Psalms, let me just quickly get it is Psalms 46 where it says that the God is with us. God is our shelter and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we will not be afraid even if the earth is shaken and the mountains fall into the ocean depth. I think that is something that we need to remember, God is within us. So why are we so wicked if we know that God is within us? Why are we so sexually immoral if we know that God is within us? We also need to awaken our consciousness and be conscious of the fact that God is within us in everything that we do, in everything that we say, in everything that we think. God is within us. That is something that we need to remember also.
Told me I'm someone. Told me I'm someone. Know that I'm someone. No, I'm a child of God.